Hello, this is Fuzzy Wingman. I am finally getting back into my Aeronautica Imperialis. As you can see, new models since last time because, well, that's pretty much why I haven't started, is new models. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my camera. It's not as well secure as I would like because to get more secure would require probably setting up over there and then having to somehow record over a bunch more crap. It would become complicated, or it'd have to be like right here and just I'd be like sitting behind it and messing around with it there, which is possible, but it's annoying because these board sizes are bigger than the kill team board, so it makes my setup much harder for recording. Hence why I haven't done this as much as I would like. But also, I really wanted to get the new models in, which we were so going to get early, but then COVID happened and caused all kinds of problems, and then I had really crappy weather. In fact, I still try to prime these in not so great weather, so those guys, if I touch the base of them right now, like underneath the plane, where I didn't really paint as much, I will still get paint on my hands because of the primer. So I need to varnish, well, all of these, but if I varnish those, it'll lock in that paint and keep it from spreading. And that's sadly how my orc planes were painted as well. But these guys actually got pretty good weather, so I can go like this, and it's like, oh, no paint on me. Yay. And you can even see quite a bit of my workstation. Paint. You can't really see any of the models I'm painting, which I kind of like because then it could be either surprise or whatever. But if I might zoom into the one little point where you can see that I'm working on building some models too. And of course, it's more for this. So more models in the future. I hopefully will get good weather to paint them. The humidity right now is like 70%. And even inside, the humidity is 60% inside my house. So ain't happening anytime soon. So let's roll on into this game, shall we? I'm going to have most of the things are near me because I'm going to try to play most of it while sitting, since I can do planes and stuff like that. Shooting. I will have to get up for moving, obviously, and potentially setting, things. So first step, round one. Before you even roll initiative, you choose maneuvers. And I already did deployment, and I did do it the whole alternating. I just didn't do it while recording because it just takes time. And this is going to take some time as I kind of re-remember the game since I don't play it that often. They're all at they're at a lot of different altitudes since there was like some models being placed in some spots trying to avoid altitude, trying to make it so that they're not matching something they don't necessarily want to get shot at immediately. But let's see here. This guy, well, he can. These two are matched to his altitude, so I think those clearly want to go for they're deployed in such a manner to really go after him. And that guy can only go a 1 through 4, which means they might need to be careful, but they do want to be medium range, not close range. So I'm actually going to put the token side up, even though in a real game, you would put it token side down. Okay, once this guy moves, it clears out this space, which is nice. But you just deploy in there, and then this space will probably become clear. But yeah, I'm doing the token side up because, well, I'm playing against myself. So there's no need to hide the tokens. And that way you as the audience can see some of the logistic planning here. And the other thing is, if I see token sides up, I know that those are the maneuvers, and then whoever has a token still on them as I do each one still has to move. And when I do who's shot later, I'm going to be doing token side down to indicate to me who has fired, so I'm just making sure I don't confuse my tokens and how I'm using them. But I'm currently focusing on one team doing its thing, so he's at a different altitude. So you could try to go to a different altitude to avoid that guy. Okay, so he's at altitude 4. Is anyone else at an altitude of 4? 1, 1, 2, 3. So this guy could easily change altitudes and map and come at him. And this guy too. He's a Valkyrie, so he may just want to... He's just going to kind of do one. He wants medium range, and he's going to kind of blast. It'll be just like it. So anyway, I just started blasting. I think this guy's doing one as well. He's staying kind of a low out. He might be able to... He might move forward and then start kind of slowing down for that hover. And this guy... He's actually going to open up his options and do a stoop. Well, he might as well just do level flight. And this is the Vendetta. And you know what? He's going to do a swoop and spend some more time going this way instead of that way to try to make sure he stays. Now let's grab this and go over here and start figuring out what some of these guys want to do. Alright. Yeah, I've got these on because these models have seeker missiles. So I gotta remember how many they have left, which is, it's a limited ammo of 1. Also, what are their maneuvers? I got the cards out. The Barracuda is maneuvers 1 through 7, so that's good. And the rest are 1 through 4. Like, this guy could do a snap turn and then be facing there if they think this guy is gonna, like, go whee and fly out of here. But they don't really think that. I mean, granted, he could snap turn and face there, but he starts really putting him at risk since he's currently facing this way. The other thing he could do is just turn, which goes boop, 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 and then face that way. So he's still... Since he's the only one with extreme long range, basically he's the one that wants to be at range because his guns are the best at range. These two are actually going to do swoops. They might try to choose a different target. That's burst cannons on him. He wants to be medium range. Anyone somewhat close to him? He's at an altitude of 1. He can go after that guy, who he is front to front with. So he wants to be kind of medium range. Might as well do 1, because then he can stay. That'll keep his ability to not be ridiculously close. This guy wants to be in close range, so you can go after one of those planes. He's going in. Granted, the planes that are worth the most on this side are actually these. Since I'm just doing dogfight, so it's kind of like kill, kill, kill. So these planes are actually worth the most. While over here, the planes that are worth the most is that one and this one. So that's kind of the focus on which planes you fire at first. Alright. Maneuvers have been chosen. Now I'm going to roll initiative. Oh, great. There's a lawnmower outside. Okay. Green for obviously these guys. not really saying Astra Militarum or Navy because I think they're both, which is kind of weird and annoying. Humans, I'll just do it that way. There's obviously no tailing fire that happens, so we just go straight on to movement. They can go first. I'll actually move this guy first. So he's going to move the 1. So first things first with movement is setting throttle. Is going to throttle down to the speed of 1. Move 1 space. And he's not going to change his altitude. He's going to remain in altitude 1. I mean, he still has the ability to do long range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if this guy even moves 2 spaces, he's going to have shots at him. Which that guy's speed is set to 3. He does have a throttle of 2, so he literally could just go 1 space and not have shots, but he could also just go in and try to go for that kill. We're going to move, actually, this guy, since he's just doing his 3. I might as well take this with me. Make sure I do everything right. So he's doing his 3. What speed is he going to be at? Well, these guys are at altitude 3. Let's see here. What's his max altitude that he can go up to? He can go in altitude of 5. Unfortunately, these guys can too, so he can't hide at that altitude. But he's going to go for it. He's going to throttle his speed up to 5. So now he's at a speed of 5. Form the maneuver. So 1, 2, 3. He's actually going to turn there and end the maneuver there because he doesn't want to fly through his own model. And which, now I think about it, only matters if he tried to land on that model. Which would be the case, because he would go... Actually, no. 3. He's going to keep doing his thing. 3, 4. Then 5 puts him there. Miscalculated. So 5. He's going to... Since he's at a speed of 5, he can go up to altitude, so he went to an altitude of 5. His speed, of course, then goes back down to 4. Man, now he's over there. Way over there. He won't have as many shots, but he's hiding a little bit more. Might as well move this guy. He's over here. He's got his thing. He was doing a level flight. He has an insane throttle of 3. So he's going to up his speed to 8. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he's going to face this way. Let's see here. Yes, this guy's still in his front arc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is long range. He doesn't like that. So he's going to remain in an altitude of 3 so this guy can't shoot him. It's a way to stay hidden. That guy did kind of evade. Oh, right. Now the Tau move again. These guys have a throttle of 2, correct? Yes, all of Tau has a throttle of 2. So I just got to remember that. Swoop. He's got burst cannon. How good is the burst cannon at close range? I bet it's medium range he wants to be at. Yeah, he wants to be at medium range. Oh, and what's his min speed? 2? No, min speed of 1. All Tau can go to a min speed of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's currently... So he's going to drop his speed to 2. One, 2, and remain facing that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's still within medium range. And now he has to increase his altitude if he wants to match altitude. So that puts him at an altitude of 3, speed of 1, which he can do. So these guys... Ooh, he did a really smart move. This guy's front guns can't target him, but his front guns can target him. So for him, he might want to try to get the same. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At an altitude of 3. So sure. Increase to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got guns on him now. Alright, this guy's on an altitude of 1, so he could try to join in on this. Or he try to go after that guy. He's at an altitude of 1 as well. He has a throttle of 2, so he could try to do it. He would have to go to 5. He would have to first go boom, boom, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he doesn't think he's going to be able to get after that guy, but he will still up his speed to 5. Still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's gonna, because he's at a speed of 5, he can now increase his altitude to 3, which decreases his speed to 4. That way, this guy can't even do long-range shots at him. So that guy's altitude is at 3. Which means this guy actually now has a target over there. He only has a throttle of 1. He can go up to speed of 4. Let's see here. If he goes 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. So we at long range. Does he have shots at long range? He does. They're crap. And he doesn't really want to expend his ammo to do some crap shots. That guy's also at long range for him as well. But that guy has more shots at that range. So no matter what, if he gets... He's going to actually slow down to 2. So he's going to go 1, 2. And then he can't increase his altitude, but he can decrease it. So he's going to decrease his altitude, which increases his speed back up to 3. Now back to Tau. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's 12 away. If he gets his speed up to 5, which I'm pretty sure he can do. Yep, his max speed is 5, I think. Otherwise it says 6, but either way. This guy, he's at the same altitude, so he's not doing any altitude changes. He's going to increase his speed up to 5 because that should put him just barely within medium range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going for it. He doesn't think that guy's going to be able to kill him. But he thinks he can put some hurt on that guy. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see here. He's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he doesn't want that. So he's actually going to increase his speed to 3. And we go 1, 2, 3 for his swoop. So this is also a vendetta. So all these las cannons now can shoot at him. He's going to go for the match speed. He goes down 1 speed. He goes up to 1 altitude. He's at altitude of 1, speed of 4 now. 4 is still below his max speed, so that's good. So he's able to be there. That's the last Tau guy. He's the one with the heavy plasma accelerators, and he wants to be close range. He has a max speed of 6. Okay, so These two are the only ones that can go a max speed of 6. The other 3 cannot. I don't know why I'm bringing this to look at. Level flight is go forward. So he's at his max speed. These guys are an altitude of 1. This guy, he doesn't know where it's going to be in a moment. He could move here and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be at medium range for this guy. He's doing that. He's actually going for this guy instead. So move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His altitude is at 3, so he doesn't even have to change altitudes. So he can still target that guy. This guy can do a stoop. Let's see here. If he tried to do an 8, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he can go and try to match this guy's altitude too. So that this... Oh, but this guy would be in range of not him. Either way, he's going to increase his speed to 8 because he can. His stoop is an interesting maneuver, and it's very useful as a final move. He's actually going to go 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he could turn like that. So this guy can't target him because they only have front, right? Yep. And this guy, yeah, everything's front for Tau. So this guy, he's trying to basically get in that guy's back there. But he's going to go match his altitude. So 7, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He made sure he's in medium range. All right, that's Mr. Las Cannon. Since one of these fires has a lot, and these two have multi-lasers, he has the Las Cannon. So, if you got any closer, he literally wouldn't be able to shoot. But I forgot that he's actually the cheapest model on this side's army. Because he just has a Las Cannon. Alright, now we go on to shooting. Starting with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I need to, as I realize it, I have all the stuff to verify that this. Yes, I'm remembering ranges. Range is medium. I remember speeds too, I think. I had all this stuff marked at one point because I was like, I keep forgetting this. Yeah, speed of 5, you can change your altitudes 1 or 2. Yeah, 5 to 7 is medium range. I'm remembering it. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's at medium range. Man, there's a lot of noise going on outside. I hope the mic's not picking it up. It seems to not pick it up as much. All right, so he is going to fire. I'm going to use these shooting dice because why not? I can just keep using the same dice. So let's see here. He's a Vendetta. He's got the twin Las Cannon as his main gun. And then he also has the twin linked Las guns, which at this range is another 4. I'm actually just going to fire everything as this together because their hit and damage rolls are the same. So he's firing his shots into him. Altitudes are matched, so it's just 5s to hit. 1 hit, but 2 to wound. Alright, if he got a 6, it would have been extra damage, but that's okay. So he's put a wound on that guy, and he is fired. This guy knows this guy can shoot next and just potentially do another damage to him. He's got a lot of health, so he's not that concerned, but if that guy rolls better, it's going to be bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're both 7 away. So he's going to shoot at this guy who hasn't fired yet. You know what? He's going to expend his seeker missile just why not? So we'll fire the seeker missile first. Again, 5 to hit. Doesn't say, yeah. 5 to hit. Doesn't hit. And now his Swift Strike Burst Cannon. It's 9. Well, I'm using these 8 dice right now, so you know what? I'll use his extra shot dice. Now I have 9 dice in my hand, so 5's to hit. Absolutely nothing. Oh, man. This is really sad, just watching things shoot and then nothing happens. And then his missile pod can fire. So 3 shots from there. His missile pod hit. Which is actually good because his missile pod is stronger than his other one. 4 to damage. No damage whatsoever. He just fired. So there's no need for him to fire immediately because he's not going to get shot at anymore. So I could fire some people who might fire at someone. I don't know if he wants to try to shoot at that guy first. I don't think that's going to... Like, does he want to shoot at that guy first? Does he shoot? He's going to shoot first. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Altitude's matched. And medium range. With twin multi-lasers at medium range is 6 shots. 5's to hit. Look at that, we actually got some hits. 3 hits. Needs 5s to damage, though. Nope. This guy is just going to try to obliterate him now. Before he gets shot kind of in the back. So he's just going to fire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's only at medium range. But he's still happy with that. He's still got 2 shots from that plasma accelerator. Altitude should match. Altitude's matched, so 5's to hit. Ooh, that's a hit. 3 to damage. Doesn't damage. And now, missile pods. See, now he still got 3 shots from the... No, yes. We're at medium range, so 3 shots from the missile pods. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. He's fired. I did, like, nothing. Before you get shot, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does he even have long-range shots? He does. So he's going to fire at that model before he can't, since it's at his altitude. So firing. 2 shots. 5's to hit. He actually gets a hit. 5 to damage. Why is it that it's usually the people who are like that that are just like, well, there's someone really far out there. I'm just going to shoot at them. And then get a damage on. He has a structure health of 2, so, you know, that's important. So he just went pew pew and actually did something. So he's fired. Now Tau can shoot someone. Might as well just have this guy go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium range. At medium range... He's going to have 6 shots from his burst cannon. Oh, right. I should declare if the secret missile fires now, because even if the target is destroyed, he still fires it. He will not fire the secret missile because he's got so many other shots. So the 6 shots from the burst cannon, 5's to hit. 1 hit. 5 to damage. Does not damage. 3 shots from the missile pod. Will be 5's to hit. 1 hit. 4 to damage. Gets a damage on him. How many structure points does he have? He also has 2. So, they're slowly doing it. Chipping away. Tau. Now, just out of curiosity... What does this guy have? He's at an altitude of 5. So anyone out of 4 or 5 he could shoot at. And everyone who was at 4 at one point has buggered off. So who can he shoot at? He's an altitude of 3. So these are the only people who match his altitude. That guy is not in his arc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is still within range. So he can fire at that guy. Yeah, he's got shots, and he will expend his seeker missile. So we'll just fire the seeker missile first into this guy. Still 2 shots. Altitudes are matched, so it's 5s to hit. Actually gets a hit. Damage is on 3. And no extra damage. So 1 damage. And now let's just do his 1 missile pod attack. Nothing. And now it's 3 burst cannon shots. 2 hits. 5s to damage. Nothing. Okay, fired. Now the rest of Militarum firing. This guy still has a token here. I don't think he ever moved. I forgot to move a guy. What happens when player error forgets to move someone? Do they instantly stall? You know what? I'm going to play it as if you forgot to do anything. And it didn't even give it a token. And it moves its speed and direction. 1, 2, 3. Speed, direction, altitude. Like nothing changes. It just moves kind of thing. Which honestly, I don't think we've changed his guy shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. These two are the same, essentially still the same target. Because they're both same altitude. Hell, same speed. So that didn't change anything. But I realized these 4 haven't even shot yet. So let's have this guy shoot into the tail of him. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually did medium range. All he has is the twin las cannon, so 2 shots, 5s to hit because he's the same altitude. Yes. Nothing. Well, I might as well have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shoot into them at medium range. That Vendetta will have basically 6 las cannon shots, 5s to hit. It's a lot more hits this time, i.e. 1 more than last time. He's got 2 hits compared to the other guy doing 1 hit. But both are 2 to wound. So takes 2 more wounds and becomes... So he's got 2 wounds left because he has a structure health of 5. Okay, these 2 guys are at altitudes of 3. So really their only targets are up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, so no matter what, it's a long range shot at either of these 2. If they don't expend some of their ammo, it's going to be 1 shot. He'll expend some of his ammo and shoot at the guy who shot at him. So he will fire his rocket pod. So he will go down. The rocket pod at this range is 2 shots. It's still 5s to hit, though. Holy hell, I got 2 hits. But it's 5s to damage. He destroyed it. Just blasted it out of the sky with those rocket pods. So, dead. Good shooting there. I mean, geez, he didn't even... He's like, I will spend it. I mean, his only other shot was a frickin' 1 shot of multi-laser. Screw it, this guy will fire one of his rounds too and attack that guy. I mean, he could get lucky too. Will he? Doubt it. I mean, it's still 5s to hit at least. Look at that. A hit. But it's also 5 to wound. And he did. And now the multi-laser. Doesn't hit. Both Vendettas, or no, both Valkyries did damage with their missiles. So yeah. These are fired. Oh, that's why I was like, why hasn't all the Tau fired? It's because that guy hadn't fired. But right, I just remembered, he didn't have a target. So he had to skip firing. Alrighty. So some damage has happened. But it's only when you have 25% of your force remaining, and that's like, I think, model count? Can't remember now. It says starting numbers, so I'm guessing that's model count. Well, no one's been reduced to that by a large margin, so combat continues. We go on to round 2 because there's no stalls, no recovering from a spin, and no one is sure as hell tailing anyone. So we go on to choosing maneuvers. Actually, this guy's going to go like that. What can a Vendetta do? 1 through 4. Since he's going so fast, he's actually going to put it up to 3 there. This guy is actually going to do a 1. And this guy's going to do a swoop. This guy, he's got a throttle of 3, so he could drop down to speed of 4 quickly. He's going to maintain his level of flight and just... Well, he's worried about this guy going somewhere. And he could easily change to match this guy's altitude too. He's going to do a stoop. It's really one of those maneuvers that is a great... Once you've finished everyone else, he does his stoop and he ends somewhere else. Well, these two still kind of want that guy. They can't go... Okay, no, they can go to an altitude of 5. So he can't escape these guys. He can escape these, but he can't escape these. So they can match him this turn. He's going to stoop it up. He's actually going to stall turn. He has no idea where things end up, but he thinks he's going to want to end up being back here. This guy is slow. But he's 1 through 7 as well. He's just going to do a bank. Because it'll be like, boop, boop, and then face. And he can go boop, boop, face here, 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 here. Oh, and then, like, okay, yeah. So you go boop, 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 right? Boop, boop, boop. Yep, and then face some directions. Yeah. So he's got some things that he can do. That guy, if I recall, is just 1 through 4. Yep, 1 through 4 for the big flyers. What the hell are they going to do? Well, these guys are those two are altitude 1. Those two are altitude 3. He increases speed to 5. He could do a speed of 6. So he could actually go to 5, drop down 2 to match those guys, and let on to them. So he's doing a 1. So it's 1 through 4, huh? He's going to do a 2. He's going to try to fall into one of these guys. This guy, he can go for that turn. He's going to go for a turn. See if he can cause someone to not know what's going on. So all maneuvers have been placed. We would do initiative. Tau has the initiative. We would do tailing fire if it existed. So movement, Tau can go first, which honestly is never really something you want to do. Just because they don't think this guy's going to do as much. He'll do his bank. He'll throttle up to 3. 1, 2. And then has to drop down, so 3. Now we can adjust his altitude if he wants to. He won't. He'll keep that facing. That's where he lives now. Well, this guy's actually going to go now with his stoop. Let's see here. He could actually do something kind of crazy. So he can go 1, 2, 3. He has multi-lasers, so he does have some short-range fires, correct? Multi-laser right there. He's got 4 at close range still, so being behind someone at close range is not a bad option. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and face that way. Altitude of 3, so he's going to maintain speed and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then face that way. Bring his little shot token with him. Hey, look at that. We actually have someone tailing. Alright, Tau now moves. I should just turn my mic. Now it's facing me more, so that way when I talk and project, he might pick me up better. Okay, this guy's at a speed of 6. He's at an altitude that can try to go for that. He has a throttle of 2. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, he'll drop down his speed to 4. And get really up in this guy's business. 1, 2, 3. And then he could choose this direction. And 4. Do I have paint on me? Touching him? Not the top, thankfully. Yep, and this guy's still in his front arc. So that's going to be some shooting. Well, this guy was kind of going after that guy, so let's... He's stooping it up. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then he'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away and tailing. And he's currently at a speed of 7, so he doesn't even have to change his speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Churn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we actually have a tailing here. Granted, this guy actually has defensive drones, so you'll actually have something to defend against a tailing fire. Tau. I don't really want to move him right now because these guys he wants to react to. So, dude, this guy is going to bring himself up to a speed of 5. He's got a level flight. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then does he really want to drop down to an altitude of 3? See, if he does, this guy can shoot him. 1, 2, 3, 4 at close range. He's not. He's going to do that, and he's going to remain at an altitude of 5. I know he wants to go for one of those guys, but he kind of has to get set up for it. And then, because he's the last guy over here, humans are going to just be like, haha, you had to deal with this. Alright. So he's got a stall churn going. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't drop that far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since he could drop. Well, he's wondering if he wanted to try to go for that guy. He would have to at least go speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to drop his speed to 5. He's throttle 3, so he goes 8 to 5 easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because stall turn, he can choose his direction. He's actually going to choose that one. And because he's at a speed of 5, he's going to increase his altitude to 5, which drops him to a speed of 4, which he could still do. Ah, frick. There we go. He's just kind of hovering there. And he's got shots at that guy's butt. He's not wholly within the guy's back end, so he can't tail fire. Now that's a mess of planes. Now Tao has to do this guy, and they have no choice now. He's got an altitude of 1. He's currently at a speed of 5. So he can go up to 3. He does have a throttle of 2. You know what? Screw it. He's going to he's going to drop his speed to 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And because it's a turn, you can go like this. Then he's going to increase his altitude to 2. Drops his speed to 3. He didn't exactly like that, but he wants to try to shoot something in the butt. And now we do a whole bunch of Valkyries and Vendettas, which probably just going to end a bunch of things. Alright, let's keep this over here. So he's doing a 2 swoop. Is he going to change his speed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's actually going to lower his speed to 2. Face. He's going to, well, as the swoop does, it's move, and then he can face that. So congratulations, he's now facing you at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, medium range. And he's going to decrease his altitude to match altitude with that guy, which puts him at a speed of 3 now, which he doesn't mind. So he's got some shots there. All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would be facing that way or that way. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can make himself go up to his... Oh, that guy's altitude 5. He's at altitude 1. Well, he's going to increase his speed to 5. He's actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate this way. Increase his altitude to 3. Puts him at a speed of 4. Right now, these guys can't shoot at each other because of altitudes. But he knows this guy could drop next time, but he might be able to get, some more shots at him. Also, this is altitude 3 mess over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to increase his altitude to 2. Move 1 space. Face that way. Yes, he'll be able to be in range. Raise his altitude to 2. Drop down back to a speed of 1. So, when you got that speed of 1, you kind of go weep. So he can continue making shots at that guy. This guy's actually just going to increase his speed to 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just kind of going over there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's long range. So he's actually going to increases altitude to 4, and that would lower his speed to 3. Right, these guys have a max altitude of 4, so I gotta remember that. They can't do anything else. So any tokens for movement? I don't see any ace maneuvers anymore. Yay, I didn't screw that up. Tailing fire, if there was... No, tailing fire happens before movement. It's firing phase. Starting with Tau. Who thinks they're going to die first and wants to shoot now? He doesn't really like that 2 planes could shoot at him. Actually, no. Only this guy could shoot at him. And this guy could shoot at something else. So he's just going to shoot first. Since this guy has 2 targets. So he's unloading into him. He's firing that plasma right into the guy who's wounded. So, right? Yes, that's the guy's altitude. Altitudes are matched. So he's got the... Oh, and he has a rear gun. It's defensive drones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has no shots at that distance. It literally only has short range shots. So rear gun does nothing. That's kind of sad. Heavy paired the plasma gun though has 4 shots at close range. 4 shots, 5s to hit. Ooh, that's 3 hits. I think he's gonna kill this guy. I mean, only one of these has to be a 3. Yep. Overkill. And he has fired. Put that mark for myself. Now, when these people could fire, he's just going to fire. He's matched altitude 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got the medium range, which means as the Vendetta, he's got 6 las cannon shots. 5s to hit, 1 hit, 2 to wound, 6 is extra. Or, roll that 1 and get nothing. He's just going to shoot into the guy in front of him because, he can. And he doesn't really know when else he's going to be able to have an opportunity to shoot at something. I mean, it's still 4 shots, but the altitudes are delta, so he needs 6s to hit. Or, he rolls those 3 6s and gets 3 hits. 5s to wound, so no wounds. His missile pod has 1 shot at this range. It needed a 6 to hit, so nothing. So he has fired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that guy's actually matched to that guy's altitude, so he could shoot into that guy. But he's wondering if he shoot into that guy. Well, this guy has fewer structures. Granted, he's not as worth as many points as that guy, but he's still going to shoot at that guy. Because he has tailing fire, so he gets to shoot at that guy on the tailing phase. So let's just shoot into him. 2 shots. Altitudes are matched. So 5s to hit. Nothing. The Barracuda now needs to shoot right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will spend a seeker missile just because he needs to make sure that guy dies because he does get tailing shots. So, seeker missile. 2 shots, 5s to hit. 1 hit. It is 3 to damage, 6 is extra. So 1 damage to this guy so far. And now the Swift Strike Cannon is 6 shots, 5s to hit. 1 hit. He just needs this one to do damage. Does not. But hey, he's still got missile pods. 3 shots, 5s to hit. Look at that. 2 hits. He could probably get something out of this. Or he does not. He's fired everything. And the guy lives. Might as well do this guy shooting into that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is close range. But he still has 4 shots at close range, so, not too bad. So 4 shots, 5s to hit because matched altitude. 4 hits. Granted, it's 5s to wound, but, he did one. He dinged the paint. Well, actually, there's now points that this guy can be worth if the game turns into, if he doesn't get off the board. Hell, even if he gets off the board, he's worth points since he's damaged. So doing damage got them points. In fact, there's only one undamaged model on Tau, and these guys are pretty much, these 3 are all unscathed. We're going to fire him next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium range, same altitude, so definitely firing that rocket pod. So let's do the rocket pod first. And at medium range, it's 6 shots. 5s to hit. Woo! 4 hits. 5s to wound, but still. Okay. No wounds on that. Now his multi-laser, which is 4 shots. I could have rolled them all together because they were all the same hits and damage. So 2 more hits. Oh my god. 5s to wound. 2 more wounds. He was already at 3. That puts him at 5, which blasts him out of the sky. Tau has lost another one. All because he's just like, these guys have done work. Can anyone shoot anything else? He's at altitude 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone's out of range for him. Which also means this guy, that guy's at a different altitude. So I see shot tokens on everyone who could shoot something. Alrighty. I guess I should be saying this guy has the ability to shoot. I think that's how they say. Try to mark that. It's like, I'm just going to try to remember that because I need to remember it because first I have to do is select maneuvers. Oh, wait. End turn. Well, 25%. It's more than 25% still in the map. So we go to just round 3. Choose maneuvers. Yeah. He's going to select 1 because he's kind of got something in front of him that he wants. Oh, these guys are all selecting 1. They're just move 1 and then go that way. This guy, though, you might want to choose something else. Yeah, a swoop. So you can go boop, 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 face this way or that way, if that helps. He doesn't really need to keep going that way. This guy's going to do a stoop, and this guy's going to do a stoop. So they don't really know where they want to end up. Barracuda is actually also going to do a stoop. He's at altitude 3. He can go after one of these people. And this guy's going for his level flight. He's going to drop down and try to shoot something. He hasn't done anything this game. That is so bad because he's so many points. And it's so many points doing nothing because he's been at high altitudes avoiding these fighters that just started swarming him. Especially because, his gun, I think his gun still has shots at close range. But before I do that, what's this guy going to do? A turn. He can go up 1 space, face that way, and go. So he can do a nice tight turn if he needs to. Let's see here. Does this guy... should he have been firing at things? Okay, he had 0 shots at close range, so... Besides his missile pod, which is 1 shot. So he really had nothing at close range. He only has medium and long range. And medium range is good. His long range is great, but his medium range is also really good. It's just he's had nothing really to shoot at. So now we choose and roll initiative. This time, I'll just say humans because it's not really Astra Militarum and it's not really Navy. I think it's a mix. I can't remember if these guys are Navy or Astra Militarum because I know these are Astra Militarum. Anyway, he's tailing, so he gets to do his tailing fire first. The guy can't even shoot his defensive guns because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only for short range, so he gets his medium range, 2 shots. Same altitude, so 5s to hit. Nothing. Now we move on to actual movement. Starting with them. They're actually, they have so many models that they could just kind of like go doop, 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 doop with. What's his speed? Speed's at 3. He's at an altitude of 4. Well, he's going to throttle up to 4. Actually, no, he is not. He's going to keep his that. And then swoop is 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to face this way. Take his... Actually, yeah, he's going to face this way. He doesn't think someone's going to face him directly this way. And then he's going to drop his altitude to 3, which increases his speed to 4. And suddenly I just remembered he could have done the speed of 4 because his max speed is not 4. That's his max altitude. So he could have gone to 4 and gone up to a speed of 4. So he's over there now. I think the Barracuda is going to try to line up with him. Well, Barracuda could go up to a speed of 5 and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or he can maintain a speed of 3 and just go 1, 2, 3. Face that way and still have him, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So if he goes here, he can no longer face that guy, so he has to do it that way. 1, 2, 3, turn, face that way. Still at least going to have shots at him. But he's not really going to be at close. He has to do it at close range. Well, this guy could try to stoop him as well. But if he gets too close, he's going to be donezo. He's currently at speed 7, so it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it. He's going to go 1. So he's going to drop his speed down to 5. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then rotate to face him that way. Still be at his altitude. This guy actually can't shoot him, but he can shoot that guy. And he's at medium range, so there we go. That was a good move. And then this guy, who has his plasma and likes close range, he's going to drop his speed to 2, because he's got a throttle of 2, and go 1, 2, and flip around and be like, oh look, I could shoot at this guy. He lined himself up for a nice, good pounding. So he's going to put some shots on that guy. He's at an altitude of 3. Let's see here. This guy wanted to, he could... Oh, his speed is so slow, he can't line up that. This guy, even if he went to a speed of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it'd still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is medium range. So he's going to increase his speed to 4. Go 1, 2, 3. So he's doing an ace maneuver 1. Change direction. Go 4. Increases altitude to 3. Drops his speed back down to 3. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got that medium range. Which, granted, that guy has medium range back, which also can hurt, but, he's got more shots. And now Tau has to do their final model. If he wants to match speed, match altitude with someone, he's going to have to continue being at this speed, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that thing's moving too. And then this guy would be able to shoot at him if he didn't move. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. But he can go to a speed of 6. So he's going to a speed of 6. Ooh, what's his handling? Actually, before he decides... Well, once you've moved the dial, it's official. He doesn't know if he can drop speed and drop altitude. He could risk dropping altitude. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, if he drops altitude, he's got the problem of so many other things can shoot at him, and he has no good shots. And this guy still hasn't even moved and is going to blast past him. And if he goes, hey, I'm going to face this way to try to shoot at this guy's on an altitude too, and he hasn't moved also. So he's going to remain altitude there. He doesn't like it, but he's going to do that. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, God. You really can't do much. I'm going to read about hovering. I'm just going to say screw it and hover. Haven't done it yet, so I need to read about it. All right. Actually, I should read if he increases his altitude and reduce. Does he actually increase his altitude, or does it technically stop? It does say it's like, however, like, if I increase it, they will instead simply hover at the current altitude. So does that mean I actually increase its altitude? Or does that mean if I try to go to an altitude, it will... Well, either way, he's going to throttle down to 0 right now. No. He's going to throttle to 2 because I don't really know how that works. So he's going to go 1, challenge 2, increase his altitude to 3, which lowers his speed to 1. Because next time he could just lower his speed to 0, and then he'll just start holding the fort over here. Also, just realized that guy's at an altitude of 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has shots at that guy. So, hey, it's not too bad to be there. Yeah, this guy, he's got las cannons. He could try to go for that guy. He's going to increase his speed to 5. And just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Because 2 spinners next to each other cause problems, and they're probably too close in heights. Alright. Tilt you like... Alright, screw it. He's just going to rest there for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, still long range, but still las cannons with long range. It's not necessarily a problem thing to have. Oh, and now the stoop. The final stoop. So he increases speed to 7 if he wants to and go. Or, okay, what's this guy's altitude? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. No, it's 1, 2, 3. And then 4. Then he would be able to turn and face his butt. And then he would have to be at an altitude of 3. Yeah, the one problem with the stoop is he can't really he still can't, he won't face that way anymore. But he can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Face there, not be able to do anything. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Face that way and be 1, 2, 3, 4. If he's there, guy's still within range, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's get to a speed of 6. Go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Change that way. Maintain his altitude because he's still matched with that guy. He doesn't have a tailing, but he's still got shots. So, all the movement is done. Now we go into shooting. Who wants to shoot first? So he could shoot at that guy first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which he might do. This guy could shoot at him. He could shoot at the Barracuda, but he's the one that's most likely to die. And the only one who has a shot on him. So he will fire at him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got the 5. So he's got 2 shots. 5s to hit. He's same altitude. He got a hit. It's a las cannon, so 2 to wound. Or he rolls the 1 and doesn't put the damage on the aircraft. So that means that aircraft might be able to bugger out. So he's fired. Plasma can't, and the Tiger Shark with the plasma accelerators is wondering, should he shoot at this guy, try to put damage on something that has no damage on it, so that way they can get points, or try to eliminate a model. He doesn't think he has good odds of putting damage on this. See, he only has 3 shots. They need to hit on 5, so maybe one of them might hit. Well, no, he can at least get some damage, potentially. So he will actually fire at this guy. He's worth more points. So, okay, that damage is for that craft. So he's firing at him. Long range. No. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's medium range. Duh. He's actually got some okay shots for this. Plasma accelerator, still only 2 shots, 5s to hit, nothing. But missile pod is 3 shots. This is what he could use, is the damn missile pod. Because a missile pod is still forced to damage. Or he just doesn't. He could just be sad that he's done nothing with his life. Now this guy will shoot back. He will expend his final missile pod. He's at medium range, so just go for it. Well, I can roll all these dice together because they're all the same hits and damage. So, missile pod is 6. Sure, I'll just use these dice as the multi-laser, which is 4. So a total of 10 shots. Same altitude, so 5s to hit. Look at that. 3 hits out of 10. Not too bad, I think. And now they just need 5s to damage. So the multi-laser is the one that did the damage. But hey. He fired his missile pod and he's okay with that. And there goes a dice all the way out the ground. Alright, so that was him firing. Now Tau can fire their last model I can fire, which is the Barracuda. Which, 1, 2, 3, 4, as its only shots really at that. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a better target. It's got no damage on it. It's medium range. Doesn't have his secret missile, but he still has his burst cannon. 6 shots from the burst cannon. So 5s to hit. Nice. 3 hits. 5s to damage. He got 1 damage, so he's getting points. He's earning points. And now the 3 missile pods. 5s to hit. 1 hit. 3 to damage. Correction. 4 to damage, but he still got it. Yeah. Just verified they do have the structure 3, so that is, he's still on the field. And now the rest of these guys shooting. Well, he's got the same altitude as him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's long range. He doesn't think he's going to spend his rocket pods anytime soon, so he's going to fire some rocket pods in this. He's gotten good luck on long range, so 2 shots from the rocket pod. You know, let's just roll everything together. It's all going to be 3 shots in total at long range. 5s to hit, nothing. So he is fired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got the long range shot. It's 3 las cannon shots at that range. 3 shots, 5s to hit. Oh my god. 2 hits, and it's 2s to wound. But the 6 does extra damage. So that's 3 damage total. He already had 2, so dead. Holy hell. This is a lot of damage that has happened. He's at an altitude of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's also Vendetta. So 3 shots at him, 5s to hit. Nothing. If one of them hit, it would be like bad day, bad news for that guy. And now him. Matched altitude to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So medium range. 6 shots from his multi-laser. 5s to hit. 2 hits. 5s to damage. Nothing. Alright. End phase stuff. No stalled aircraft. Nothing's recovering from a spin. Nothing is tailing. And more importantly, 2 models out of 5 is 2/5, which is 40%. So 40% of Tau still remains. So, yeah. The game continues to round 4. Let's take these shot tokens away because, yeah. Not a lot of damage left that the Tau can do. So now we have to choose maneuvers. Well, this guy would choose a maneuver because then he can actually do things with his maneuver. He's going to swoop. What can the Valkyrie... They got 1 through 4, so they can do a snap turn. He's going to snap turn. He's going to stoop. He's going to stoop. God, this guy can snap turn. So he might as well do a snap turn and try to get into near someone. And that Barracuda, what the hell is it going to do? It's just going to bank. It might be able to get somewhere over here or something. Oh, and then this guy, he's going to level flight, right? Nah, he's going to swoop. He doesn't think anyone's going to remain over there, and swoop gives him a little bit more of a, you can kind of go this way. Yeah, it'd be like, go this way and then this way. So he's got some moving if he needs to. But he could also just go boop and that way. So swoop still allows him a lot of movement. Since he is moving at his max speed. Now we go to initiative. Oh, these guys. He's adjusting his throttle to hover. Now he can adjust his direction to face anywhere. He's actually going to remain here. He doesn't think this guy can easily get behind him anytime soon, so he's just kind of there at an altitude of 3. Making the Tau have to choose something right now. Well, he's a sitting duck, and that Barracuda goes, I want him. Barracuda has a throttle of 2, so really? Just a throttle of 2? Well, I say really, 2 is a good throttle. It's just these guys have throttles of 3. So he's going to increase the speed to 5. And he's going to go boom, boom. Wait, he started here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts him right there. Whoop! I just bumped this camera. I hope it's okay, because this camera's like, it could just fall over, I feel. Just gonna do this guy. He's at the same altitude as him. He's gonna do his stoop. If he does this right, he could probably get behind the guy. He's currently at a speed of 5. He can go there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that's not bad because it's still full within 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd be with. He actually kind of wants to be there because that is still within the guy's full back and medium range. He can get there. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he needs to increase his speed to 7. His altitude stays, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he can choose his direction to be either here or here. Well, he's going to do here because this guy's fully within his front arc. And this guy's fully within his back arc. So he's got him. He's going to stay at that altitude. So he's got true talent and medium range. And I realized he had to be medium range because he has frickin' last cannons, so the last cannons would have been useless at close range. Oh, now he has to go. Snap turn. So he can either go this way and turn around, or that way and turn around. Well, his current speed is 6. If he wants to drop altitude, he's gonna have to decrease his speed, which he's going to. So he can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got it. Actually, no. He's going to decrease his speed to 5. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. If he goes to there, he can turn and face back here and go 5. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's going to go over here. And then he's going to decrease, since he's at a speed of 5, he's going to decrease his altitude to 3, which brings his speed back up to 6. He's now facing that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got his long-range shot on that guy. He just made himself a real menace. But he's now at an altitude of 3, which it opens up him to shooting. So this guy is the only other vendetta on the field. He's doing a swoop, so he could do. He's at the same altitude right now, so if he goes there, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maintain his speed and everything. Face. You can only fit. Nope. He doesn't want to do that because he has to face that way. Kind of forgot. Swoop doesn't. Instead, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll be able to still shoot the guy, but 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got nothing at close range. But if he goes 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got to reduce his speed to 4. Go 1, 2, 3. Face there. Go 4. Now he has medium range shots on him. Granted, that guy has medium shots on him as well, which you might have to consider doing, since both targets are good targets. And this guy's also doing a swoop and wants to be also medium range for his multi-laser. Let's see, here's at speed of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Rotate. Just like, I'm coming for you. This guy did a snap turn. He's got a speed of 4 right now. This guy's at the altitude of 3. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Face this way. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got that Barracuda in his sights. And now that stoop. How the hell is he going to do that? Well, he can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face this way. Drop his altitude to 3 to match the guy. Go back. Now bring him up to a speed of 7, which he's okay with. Correct. I'll need to verify that real quickly. I doubt he's got his max speed is freaking 8. So yeah, he doesn't care. He's good. He's there. Everyone's there. It's shooting time, starting with Astra Militarum. I'll just call him that because he's going to shoot first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's medium range. He's got 6 las cannon shots. He's firing it. They're at the same altitude. 5's to hit. 3 hits. 2's to wound. 6's are extra. Okay, so that's 2. Plus that is 4. He already had 1. That's dead. Well, the Barracuda can only shoot its one target. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is 6 away. Barracuda, go! You got your 6 burst cannon shots. 5's to hit. Nothing. 3's missile pods. 1 hit. 4 to damage. You did damage. You're getting points for your team, which doesn't matter if these guys eliminate you. Well, we can only fire these 2 things now. So let's fire him. The guy who's in the tailing position. 2 shots. 5's to hit. Nothing. And now we just do this guy who's going to expend his last missile pod. Or rocket pod. So he's got 6 from the lasers. 6 from the rocket pods. 4 from the multi-laser. Altitudes are matched. So 5's to hit. 2 hits. 5's to damage. So, it's not like he has to worry about being boomed. And he wasn't boomed. In fact, that's everyone who could fire fired. So now we go on to stalled aircraft. None. Recovering from a spin. None. Tailing. Now we move on to the final round. Here we go. It was round 5. We're just going to roll, and it's like, oh, it's 2 or now. Whatever. Turn counter is useless. It's disengagement phase. So we move on to choosing maneuvers. All right. So this guy can go to a speed of 7. If he's got his throttle of 2. Oh crap! His max speed is 5. Have I been? Oh, I can't remember if I did a Barracuda at one point or a wrong speed. Editing, put it here if I messed up and that he actually could not have done these speeds. Because if I did, damn. Well, his max speed is 5. So he's stuck at that speed right now. This is as fast as he's gonna go. But he could stall turn the hell out of here. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he even get off the board? If I did a bank, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He has to bank his way off the board. Jeez. If he was at an altitude 2 to 5, I think he could just fuck off with rocket boosters. Which actually brings up the question, when would the rocket boosters kick in? Does he have to just be at an altitude of 5 at the end of his movement? Or does he have to start his movement with the rocket boosters? It's during the move and maneuver step of the movement phase. Not during the adjust altitude phase. Meaning, if he was at an altitude of 5 right now, he could do 1, go rocket booster. But because he's at an altitude of 3, he can't move forward, get to an altitude of 5, then rocket boosters. He literally has to get off a board edge. But he's going to be able to do that in like one turn kind of thing, because we had to do the tailing fire first, because that's the only way we're going to see if he gets any damage on him. I'm going to verify tailing fire is just regular fire, because this guy might just be dead very, very soon, which would be really sad for Tau. But I'm pretty sure tailing fire is just, there's no penalties. It's not like you have to take penalties for firing. Yeah, because they're both fully within each other's things. Yeah, it's like tailing fire. The tailing aircraft must have its front arc fully within. Does. Rear arc fully within. Short and medium. It's medium range. So tailing fire, I'm just going to verify that's really just... Yep, tailing fire is fired as everything normal. So, that's definitely 2 hits with 2s to wound. He did 3 damage. Poof, he didn't even get his chance to get off the board. And I don't even think Astra Militarum set themselves up, and the humans didn't even set themselves up to disengage. They were just so focused on killing that one thing if it couldn't get off the board that they didn't even do any maneuvers to get out of here. Yeah, no. This guy would just be like, boop, and fly this way. Or, well, he could probably get off the board. And goes up to his max speed of 8, and then just go boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, he can't even get off the board, so no one gets off the board. Tau were devastated. I feel sorry for them. That was an interesting game. I will be introducing more models later. This was 150 points, that's why there's so many models, but I really wanted to get more Tau models on to really kind of get a different feel of them. I think their biggest problem is that Tiger Shark with the heavy rail cannon just didn't fire ever. That was a huge point lost. I mean, he was 28 points. Actually, I think I gave him a defensive drone, so he was like 29 or 30 or something like that.
I think defensive drones were 1 point. So he has 29 points. Out of 150, that means he was 1/5 of the army doing nothing the entire game. He never did any damage output. He was too busy being chased by this. These two just chased him. No. This guy and the other guy who got shot down. They were just chasing him the whole way. Trying to make sure that if he ever got... they never made it so he had a good target, too. He was in a bad position. Basically, his deployment was probably terrible. Anyway, have a fabulous day, everybody.